Hello and welcome to AINA Today with me Nazim. Russian President Vladimir Putin and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi today Russia visit marked a bonhomie between the two leaders. In a rare and friendly gesture, Putin took Modi on a ride in his electric car around his residence, Novo Ogoyovo. The Russian embassy in India shared a video of the two leaders enjoying the drive, which followed a conversation between them. Modi, on his first visit to Russia since the start of the war in Ukraine in February 2022, discussed the conflict at both a private meeting with Putin at his country home at the annual summit in the Kremlin. Narendra Modi raised Russia's missile strike on a children's hospital in Ukraine with President Vladimir Putin and again nudged him to return to the path of dialogue and diplomacy, saying no solution can be found the battlefield. Modi, on his first visit to Russia since the start of the war in Ukraine in February 2022, discussed the conflict at both a private meeting with Putin at his country home and at the annual summit in the Kremlin. Narendra Modi raised missile strike on a children's hospital in Ukraine with President Vladimir Putin and again nudged him to return to the path of dialogue and diplomacy, saying no solution can be found on the battlefield. He pointedly referred to the strike on the children's hospital in his opening remarks at the summit, hours after Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky criticized the meeting between the India and the Russian leader. Narendra Modi was officially confirmed the Order of St. Andrew, the Apostle Award by Russian President Vladimir Putin. The award was announced in 2019. He is the only Indian leader to be confirmed this award. Modi began his two-day visit to Russia for the 22nd India-Russia annual summit that has been watched closely. Ukrainian President Zelensky took objection to the Indian leader hugging Putin. A Russian missile strike the largest children's hospital in Ukraine, targeting young cancer patients. Many were buried under the rubble, Zelensky said on X. At the conclusion of Modi's visit, India and Russia issued a joint statement underlining that both the countries have remained resilience in the backdrop of the prevailing complex, challenging, and uncertain geopolitical situation. The statement condemned the terror attacks in Jammu and Kashmir, Dastan, and Moscow, and also mentioned setting up a bilateral trade target of 100 billion US dollars by 2030. The joint statement agreed between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin strongly condemned the recent dastardly terrorist attack on an army convoy in Kathua area of Jammu and Kashmir on July 8, 2024, in Dastan on June 23rd, and on the Crocus City Hall in Moscow on March 22nd. The statement stressed that these terrorist attacks are a grim reminder for further strengthening cooperation to combat terrorism. It can be said the bonhomie between Modi and Putin will further strengthen India-Russia ties. Thank you for watching AINA Today.